Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody rise up weekdays. Catch us live, somebody. Let's go.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys all doing well out there and enjoying your day, making it positive, making it everything you need it to be and more. Because nowadays we need that, y'all. I'm going to keep it real. Nowadays we need that more than ever. Okay, and I appreciate all y'all who have been sitting and waiting for this show to get started. Sorry, guys, we had some some things we had to take care of before we got everything going, but still, nonetheless, you guys are here. And today, okay, before I bring our guest on, okay, let me just say this really quick. Let me just kill this damn music for a second. Let me just say this, okay, guys? We have been dealing with so much bad lately, okay? We've been talking about all this gloom and doom recently and all that. And I'm like, you know what? We need a little bit of a break, just a tiny break, okay? I understand y'all are focused on all these missing person stories, etc. And let me be real. I appreciate the passion and the focus, but every once in a while, man, every once in a while, we just need a moment to breathe, right? We just need a moment to laugh, chuckle. And you know, I do try to bring in the chuckles and try to bring in the laughs, even when I'm covering really sad stories. But at the same time, sometimes we just don't get to just relax and chop it up with family, right? Well, I'm very, very honored to have somebody on the show today. It's been a long time since she's been on this show. She has her own YouTube channel. She got a big channel. She got two big channels, okay? The Socialite Life, Socialite Life TV. She is a mother. She's a businesswoman. She a boss bee, you know all that stuff, okay? But she's also, most importantly, my sister. Yeah, hey. we share the same blood, y'all. So please welcome my sister, Socialite Sandy, to the show. What up, dog?
What's up, y'all?
What's good?
What's goody? How y'all doing?
Hey. First off, I want to say thank you so much for being here. Okay, it does mean a lot. It's not every day that we cross paths and you know, on the same channel together, talking about these things and even talking about these topics. I haven't done anything pop culture in a while, so I'm excited to have you on to talk about these things. Real bloody talk. Okay.
Yes.
So, you know, of course, before we get into everything, okay, before we introduce you even more and people get to know who you are so they can find you and all that stuff too, please, guys, go hit that like button down below, crush it, make it scream out your name, send it past 300 likes as you guys start to file in, okay? And of course, do not forget to crush that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you know when I go live, whenever I upload anything, because you know it be random. Nowadays, okay? That'd be greatly appreciated. And of course, hit that join button down below, okay? You know, these purple lights aren't paying for themselves, okay?
Period.
So that would be very appreciated. Anyway, before we get into everything, please let everybody know who you are, what you do, and all that stuff, aside from being my sister. Yeah.
Yes.
You know.
First of all, what's up, you guys? How are y'all doing? Y'all, I'm so excited to be here. It's been a while, right? But just to give you guys a look into who I is. First of all, Foxx, oldest oldest of the four siblings, right? And y'all, I'm a YouTuber. I'm a little bit of everything. I call myself a jack of all trades. So I do have two YouTube channels. One is the Socialite Life, and then I have one that is called the Socialite Life TV, both of which I'm active on, okay? And they're completely different. The Socialite Life TV is where I share all of the things, parent life, mom life, crazy life, okay? I am a mom of 6-year-old twins, Jackson and Jayla. I am a wife. I'm a crazy girl, okay, who likes to love everybody and love life. I'm a lover of life, okay, generally speaking, okay? And I share a lot of the craziness that goes on in my day-to-day on the Socialite Life TV. So go check that out, subscribe, okay? And then on my other channel, the Socialite Life, is more of the unfiltered content, because I talk about a little bit of everything from beauty, fashion, makeup, celebrity gossip, anything that's hot, out here in these streets, as I like to say. And we talk, we kiki, we rap a taste. You know what I mean? So typically, the people that are watching and grabbing their wine and grabbing a little something to drink, you know what I mean? Putting the kiddos down for the night. And we're just talking. We're talking ish about whatever is going on in the world of celebrity and pop culture and all of the fun things. Plus a bunch of other stuff that I love too, like fashion and all that stuff. So let's see, what else can I say? But I do a little bit of everything. I'm on Instagram, Socialite Sandy. You'll see it on the handle. So go and check me out there. But yeah, I do a little bit of everything, and I'm pretty much just a crazy girl who lives and loves every bit of life. Okay. Very unfiltered, which I know you guys are not probably accustomed to much here on this platform that you see Pac on right now. Okay. On his show. But very much unfiltered. And I'm just looking forward to everything coming up because we have so much to share with you guys. So
yeah, we got some news for you guys, which we will be sharing in just a little bit, and I'm very excited about that. We're gonna keep that information on the hush until a little bit later. But I appreciate you coming on and chopping it up with me about all this stuff, because we got some things we got to talk about. There's things that are going on in the world. Yeah, there are some, there is some sad, but there is good news, I guess, in some of these stories too. And then there's some weird stuff too. What else is new? I mean, whenever we talk about Monique, it's always going to be a little weird. I mean, let's just keep it. Let's keep it real. It's always a tad bit strange. Okay,
she's a little extra. She's a little extra child. Okay, I mean,
bit.
I am very much a person who is all about women expressing themselves and standing their ground. And the one thing about Monique is that she's going to stand her ground. Period. Point blank. That's just what it is. If she believes in something, she's going to wholeheartedly believe in exactly that. And it doesn't matter what everybody else is saying, whether it's wrong or right, she's going to stand in that. Okay. And I actually love that about her. She's a little extra though with it. Okay. But she just had a little special recently, not even a little special, because this has been a long time coming. She's been battling with Netflix. She's been battling with everybody. Okay. And she finally got her time to shine, and on Netflix, which is who she was, having issues with. Okay. So they finally gave her a special. And yeah, I'm curious to see, did you finally watch it? Because we were just talking yesterday and I was like, you need to go watch the Monique special because I want to see what you think.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so let me just say this really quick. All right. And we do have some information about her situation, or what she said in this special as well. Now, let me just say this. Okay. All right. Because of the reviews that I was seeing, the from just people on social media, on these social media streets, let's keep it real. I was not looking forward to watching the special at all.
I don't see you being that much of a, I can see that, especially because of all the stuff that happened prior to.
Yeah, all the but at the same time, I was supporting her. I was on her side when it came to her like, not being blacklisted anymore, all that stuff. I was like, yay, thank God. Lee Daniels, y'all, you guys are getting along. Thank God. It's great. I'm so excited for you guys. Finally, she can go out and get hers, right?
Right.
But then this special, people are talking about the special. I see the comments, I see the reviews, and I'm like, oh, this is not going to be good. Now, and also, well, I'll say that in a second. But so I watched it this morning, okay? I couldn't get through the whole thing. Why? Okay, if this was a drinking game, we talked about this earlier. If this was a drinking game, and every time you had to take a drink or a shot of whatever, every time she said MFer or the N-word, you would have been wasted by the 5 minutes in.
Out.
Gone. Dead.
Your ass would have been on the ground, child. Okay.
Dead and gone.
Am I allowed to cuss on this platform? On your platform? Not a lot. I'm not going to.
We can tread lightly. How's that?
Okay,
tread
good.
lightly a little bit.
Okay, because y'all, I filtered y'all. It's hard for me. Okay.
No, she curses just as bad as Monique. Let me just say that. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I ain't even going to lie to you. Even I was shooketh watching this. Now, I love me a good MF bomb every now and again. Okay. I love my little MF. My intro on my channel has MF in it. Okay. But, bruh, I promise you on everything I love, every other word was MF. Okay. Which, I mean, that's cool, but it was almost like, okay. And like, if you really did do a drinking game with as many times as she said it, child, you would have been gone, like under the ground, like on the floor, like comatose, done, rap status. Okay. So you couldn't get through it. Was it because of all the cussing, or what was it about it that had
No,
you
it
not
wasn't.
get through it?
I think it wasn't just the it wasn't just the cursing. I mean, that doesn't bother me none.
Right.
Okay, shoot. If you've seen Raw, if you've seen any stand up, I mean, every other word is MFer. But so that's not the thing. It's not like I watched that and was like, oh God, oh, how dare you, curse that much? How dare you? No,
right.
It's not. It wasn't like that at all. But that was just something I noticed. It was like the delivery of the jokes that I felt weren't landing. They weren't landing for me.
Yeah.
And then the other part is her demeanor. It just felt like I was still watching her in her Instagram live videos of her just going off. It just didn't feel, I felt like she was on something, not like on something. I'm not trying to say like the
right.
But she just seemed so overly excited to be there that she forgot that she was doing stand-up comedy.
Right.
The way she was walking around, she didn't, this is so weird. This is weird I'm saying this, but it just felt like she wasn't really in there owning the stage. Like the whole time she got the microphone and she's doing this weird waddle thing the entire time. She wasn't walking around being comfortable.
Right.
And just saying the jokes.
Right.
It felt like it was just she was just overly excited about finally getting her Netflix special, which, by the way, the production was trash.
Man,
the production was trash. She looked good though.
Right.
She looked great.
It was just, I don't know. For me, okay, I got through the whole thing, right? Because I wanted to see what she was going to go into, and for me, number one for me with the special, I wanted her to go more into the controversy. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, this was your opportunity to really, one, put it out there. Clearly you've been putting it out there all these years, right? But this was your opportunity to really make light of that and make some really great comedy come out of that, because I know she could have, right? And she's been beefing with so many daggone people, okay, that she could have easily just made that whole special about a lot of those things and really played up on that. I think she might have touched on the Lee Daniels thing for like 5 seconds, and it was based on something related to her family or whatever, a story she had talked about with her family. But outside of that, like she really only had 2 storylines, like the entire special. I felt like it was, by the time it was over, I was like, whoa, that's it. Okay. One, like, her upbringing as far as her education, that type of thing. And that was the longest, most drawn out thing ever. If any of y'all saw it, y'all gonna have to let us know down below.
Yeah.
And let us know if you felt the same way we do. But literally she drew that story out so daggone long. I'm like, you could have really just cut that down to about 10 minutes and we could have heard something else from you, right? And then the next leg of it was a little bit of, about her marriage and some of the stuff, because she done came out with a few things, came out with some, that was a little expected anyway, and then that was it. Like the way she ended it, I thought was dope, right? But I feel like the way she ended it, based on what she put out, it didn't give. It wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. Like I just wish she had gone into more stories, as opposed to just really just talking about 2 things, and that was it. I mean, the primary thing was her education, and she went into that for a very, very long time, did a little bit on her family, and then it was just, that was it, and I felt like, and Lee Daniels was actually in the crowd. So that
he was
at the very end, to kind of see him clapping for her or whatever.
Yeah.
And all I was thinking in my mind was, I know what is this MFer thinking? Like at this very moment, like he's here in support, but what does he really think about
he was also standing up though. He was standing up, clapping
she
was making jokes about
you make up with somebody and you really don't believe that what they're saying is but you just make up with them because she just making too much noise about this. You know what I mean? And you're just trying to be done.
Yeah, and you just got to just any way to shut her up, or any way to shut this person up. I'm gonna do whatever I can to make this person shut the hell up.
I hear you. Yeah, like because it was going on for so daggone long. I mean, I'm glad that they did it. I'm glad they squashed it. It's dope to have seen him in the crowd or whatever. But I just felt like it was lacking something. There was a couple, chuckles that I had. You know what I mean? Did you get to the lollipop part?
No.
Oh, the lollipop part I thought was hilarity. Okay.
Okay.
Like I was straight keep
I'm gonna try to
at that part.
I'm gonna try
But
to I'm gonna try to finish it when I can,
at
but
least get to the lollipop part. And see what you
the
think.
thing is though, I was sitting there going, okay, none of this is funny yet. This is all a lot of conversation stuff. But this is the other thing too. This is the other thing too, though, that I've noticed in a lot of stand-up comedians as they get older as well. It's not a lot of just bang, 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 like joke.
That's
It's a
what
lot
I'm saying. It's like these
it's
long,
a lot of
stories.
It's a lot of the establishing the atmosphere, and then one big joke, and then establishing the atmosphere. It's like same thing with Chris Rock with his whole stand-up. There were some moments that were funny, but I was chuckling. I wasn't like, oh my god, my sides. Same thing with Dave Chappelle. It's like it's that approach that isn't, that I'm not, I guess, is new. I don't know. Is it, are comedians trying to go down that route? It's so weird to me when I hear those kind of jokes, because it just, I don't know. In my mind, I'm expecting to be rolling on the floor, laughing my ass off, and I'm not getting that. Now I'm just getting kind of a funny story that is, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I have actually a theory on this.
Okay.
You ready for it?
Sure.
Okay. So here's the deal. If I'm a big comedian in general, like not real comedian, but I just love making people laugh. It's my thing. And I love comedy. I love going to a good comedy show or watching a good comedy special, right? For me, I feel like when the comics are on the grind and on trying to come up, they are so much funnier than when they finally make it. Because when they make it, they got the money, they got the women, they got the whatever, you know what I mean? The fast cars and the $1 million houses. Then it's just not funny anymore because there's no struggle anymore. They can't really talk about a struggle. What you gonna struggle with? That you got your children in this $1 million school and that you're driving up in your Bugatti to your $12.5 million house. No one relates to that anymore. You know what I'm saying? So when they're sharing, they might be sharing these little, whatever, drawn out stories or whatever, but I feel like they've run out of content because, example, right? I am a huge Kevin Hart fan, huge. And it's not just his comedy, right? It's more so his hustle. Okay. So I love his business acumen. I love his grind. I love that, right? That he's a jack of all trades. He's trying to put his hands in everything. He's not just doing comedy. It's a little bit of everything, right? But I loved him more comedy wise when he was doing the smaller stages, when he was on a come up, when he was still wearing Nike sneakers and a Nike sweatsuit, or, the no name brand black shirt and the black jeans or whatever. And he's just talking about he's a short man with a short man complex and talking about the struggles of just parenthood and being a hubby and all of that before
when he was hungry.
Additional fame. Yeah, when he was on the grind. Right? When he was trying to play the larger stadiums, before he got into all the major movies, when he was on I prefer Soul Plane Kevin Hart.
Oh no.
Okay. No, I don't know whatever the hell movie he in now, because you already know half the movie he's in now. They sucked.
They all terrible.
They're horrible, and it's like, they continue to mass produce them.
I don't know why.
I'm like, why? Okay, but for whatever reason, every movie he's in that he actually produces stuff is like, oh, child, why y'all could have left that on the table, that script, that entire movie on the table. But like I said, it's like when the comics are on the grind, they're so much funnier to me. So like even with this Chris Rock special, I know everybody was waiting for it, right? Everybody was waiting for it because of the controversy with the slap and all of that. Okay. I was waiting for it. I wanted to see, like, what's he going to do with it? Okay. First of all, I personally don't like Chris Rock like that. Like Chris Rock, he's cool and all of that, but he's not funny to me. Like his humor is not funny. I like slap happy humor, like more like Kevin Hart's old style of comedy. Right. I'm an Eddie Murphy fan. You know what I mean? Like more of that type of, humor, that type of comedy. But Chris Rock has a couple of the moments. With this one though, it was just, even the intro was different. You notice how he came in on the intro for that special? Like he was like, man, I'm about to fuck him up. You know what I mean? Like I'm about to, and I'm like, and that's great. I mean, because he really wanted to like say his piece on stage, but I don't know. I just felt like his show, you could hear in his voice, the
excitement,
and some of that anger.
Yeah.
I felt like some of it,
but it's also
like crass too, like a little too crass for me.
But it's also, he was about to secure the bag, and really the only reason why he was securing the bag was because of the last 10 minutes of that stand-up. Like, let's keep it real. The only reason why well, of course, there's people who are fans of him that are going to watch him no matter what. But at the same time, the real reason why he made his money was that last 10 minutes where he started going in on Will Smith and saying all those things too. So that's where he secured the bag. And I think that's why he was very excited, not only because of the bag, but this was going to be an opportunity for him to finally say what he needs to say, for everyone to listen. This is what I'm going to say. I'm going to drop the mic and it's over. I'm not saying anything else after that. But I've just noticed that, I mean, outside of that, his stand-up was just all right. It was all right. And then, but you know, and until the very end. And then the end, that's when it got really exciting. That's when everybody started talking about things. That's when it was shareable sound bites. That's when it became headlines for a whole week of everybody talking about it. Even myself, I was talking about that ish. You know what I'm saying? But there's something about stand-up nowadays with the veteran comedians. And I agree with you saying these guys are fed, but they're fed well. They're driving their Bugattis. They're looking at the time, their watch. You know, the Rolex is telling them what time it is, and all that stuff. Their kids are going to private schools. They don't have to worry about eating syrup sandwiches and nothing like that no more. But at the same time, how a rap artist able to still continue writing songs? Look at Jay-Z. He just talks about how he's got boat shoes and driving the nice things. So why aren't they doing that in stand-up and just keep it funny? That's one question I have out there for everybody to think about. The other thing too, also I want to say this too with Kevin Hart. You said something about Kevin Hart. I wanted to get on that conversation really quick. Let me just say this. Kevin Hart is scared. He's scared. So now he's scared because he doesn't want to get canceled. He doesn't want to lose his gig. He's making too much money. He's making good money, and he doesn't want to muck it up. So that's why he's doing all this safe-ish. His stand-up hasn't been good in a while. Why? Because it's safe. Back in the day when he was hungry, he didn't give no damns. And he wasn't a name. So he can go out there, make as many mistakes, make as many lewd, crass jokes as he wants because he wasn't Kevin Hart with all the lights around his name. He was just an up and comer, really just trying to get fed. Now that he's getting fed, now that he has that silver or that gold, platinum, diamond crusted spoon in his mouth, he don't want that removed. So he's sitting there doing everything he can to just maintain the status quo and keep it clean. He's turned corporate. He is Walmart. He is big box. He is a big box company. He is Walmart. Okay. He is Best Buy. He is Chick-fil-A.
Well, he's a crossover brand. He's a crossover brand. You know what I mean? So he's got to appeal to the masses. And so some of the stuff that he might have talked about before may not be relatable to the masses. If you feel what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, he wants to make sure that he can kind of work in every space possible for any type of movie, every opportunity, every venture, And I mean, look at what the businesses that he has built. He's got liquor out now. Like he's doing all kinds of television specials, YouTube all kinds of stuff. And, now it's like, it's hustle hard, but it's, he's paid. You know what I mean? So now it's like, he's not pulling from that space. You know what I mean? Like now he's talking about the rough days kids had at that $1 million school.
Yep.
How, they went to school with, Ben Affleck's whoever. Oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But what's frustrating? No, I get what you're saying. But what's frustrating to me is that we see hip hop artists that are making, they got money on top of money, stacks, securing them bags. They continue to rap about it. They rap about that lavish lifestyle. Why aren't comedians doing the same? They should
probably because they maybe don't feel like it would really conform to what is, because I mean, even in Kevin Hart's case, you know what I mean? Like he's a crossover brand, right? With rap, it's so a lot of times that's really what sells records is like going into that struggle. You know what I'm saying? And kind of sharing from that space, but the flashy stuff too is also a big part of it also. You know what I mean? But yeah, with these guys now, with these comedians now, it's just different, And now I'm watching, what's that dude's name? Godfrey. I love him.
Oh, Godfrey. Oh yeah, Godfrey.
What's his name? His full name. I totally had a brain fart.
Godfrey's full name?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know it. I just know it.
Anyway,
I
I
know him
love
as
his comedy.
I just know him as the 7-Up guy.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
you remember he used to be on he used to be the 7-Up guy.
That is
In the commercials. He used to be the spokesperson for, I think it was 7-Up. Yeah, it was 7-Up back in the day. So I ran into him at a diesel jean store way back in the day in New York City. And that dude wilding out there. He was wild, man. Just a wild guy.
So
But
for me, I just want to look. I like looking at the up and coming, comedians, and because they're still on that struggle. They're still talking the real stuff. You know what I mean? They're talking the real shit. That's the kind of stuff I like to see. You know what I mean? Because I've attempted to watch a few of Kevin Hart's stuff, the newer things. I can't do it. I haven't seen any of his newer specials because I couldn't even get through them when I first started watching. But I like the up and coming artists, the up and coming comedians. You know what I mean?
Right.
And of course, the old school. You know what I mean? The Eddie Murphys and you know what I'm saying? Like the greats, the Martin Lawrences. That's my absolute hands down favorite. Comedian. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
So, but even he
come on.
went through that too. His stand-ups weren't so hot when he was paid, right?
Martin Lawrence?
Yeah, his
run
was way better.
I'll say this. Okay, Martin, You So Crazy. That is a classic. Okay. Run Tell Dad.
He started. It started to kind of.
Well, because he started losing his. Losing his mind.
Something going on. Something going on behind the scenes. Okay, but then he was paid. And then there was a lot of stuff going on the TV show too. There was a lot of stuff he went through with the TV show with Gina. Okay, Tisha Campbell and all that. It's squashed now. Lord only knows what really happened with that because that's such a weird. That was such a weird thing that was going on. But yeah, when he got money too, he started. He was watered down. Also, he started to get his comedy was watered down too.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't as funny. You know what I mean?
I mean, listen. When it comes to those things, when it comes to these stand-ups, like when they're fresh, when they're hungry, it's like they got the best stuff, and then all of a sudden when they get the they get the upper crust part of life, it suddenly seems like the hunger to being the great kind of dissipates. It disappears. You know what I'm saying? But real quick, we got to get into some of these comments or some of these topics here. Like Monique coming out in her Netflix special. I didn't even know. I didn't watch it far enough, I guess, because I don't remember her saying that she came out as queer. She really did. It
was more because here's the thing with Monique. Monique and her husband there's been rumors surrounding them that they've had an open relationship. They have an open marriage for a very, very long time. In fact, he's not really looked on really highly. Like a lot of people say the cause of her demise with being blacklisted and all that kind of stuff essentially supposedly started from her husband getting involved in her business affairs. A lot of that allegedly came from him, right? And so, just his involvement with, her contracts and negotiations and that type of thing, dealing with people, like he was part of all of those things with her, which allegedly led to that stuff, right? And so one rumor that was going around with them was that they were in an open marriage, open relationship type of thing. So at this point now, she addresses it as saying that, she likes women. You know what I mean? And she had a desire to mess with a woman and she expressed it to her husband and her husband was all down for it. Now, she didn't go in any more than that. She didn't go into too much more. You know what I mean? But it was dope for her to be able to, walk in her truth because I'm all about walking in your truth. I'm all about being who you are and self-expression and all of that. So, but that was interesting that she brought that up. You know what I mean? So that kind of addressed the open marriage rumors a little bit, slightly.
So she likes the V-man.
Yeah.
And the mans.
She likes the JJ. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And the men.
Okay.
Yeah. She likes them both.
I mean,
both of them.
Hey, I mean, obviously live your life, love who you want to love, as long as it doesn't get too messy, as long as it doesn't get too scandalous and crazy where you get yourself in trouble. Hey, live your life. I'm glad she came out, I guess. But at the same time, did we need to know?
We don't,
you know what I'm saying? Did we need to know?
I mean, part of the, because it was actually a funny joke when she actually told the joke. It was the lollipop and it was the coming out story to her husband, coming out loosely termed story to her husband. That was a funny part of it too. And those were actually, that soundbite in specific was one that went viral also when her comedy special went out. You know what I mean? But It was actually funny. That part of it was funny. And I actually don't mind that because that was, another interesting little tidbit of information. Did we need to know it? Not necessarily, but the way that she came out with it was funny. So I get why she, came out with it that way. It was a funny little joke. You know what I mean?
Moon Kitten just said she gave off that vibe in my honest
Vibe.
opinion.
I agree.
She definitely did. She definitely does. Let's keep that straight funky. She does.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not surprised. You call your husband daddy. I'm sorry. That's weird. That is weird.
I call Juice daddy. I call my husband daddy too. But
wait. I don't need to hear that. I don't like. I'm your brother. Hold up. Time out. I'm your brother. I don't need to hear what goes on behind closed doors. You feel me?
No, listen. Here's the thing.
But if you're referring,
I call him daddy because he's my kid's dad. So like, I'm like, daddy. Like, I'm not talking, how Monique says it. You know what I'm saying? Because Monique says it kind of sensual.
Your camera just froze for some weird reason.
Hold on.
There we go. I think it's getting back to normal. See, even your camera didn't like the fact that you call your husband daddy.
I know. Wait. What the hell is going on here? You press the button back there. You press the button. Listen, but I do call him daddy. I do it all the time, and it's so freaking funny because it just became a habit. But I don't do it the way she does it because when she says it, it's like daddy. It's all sensual weird. Stuff. I don't do all that. I'm like daddy.
Okay.
Or I'm like, Dad. You know what I mean?
Like, I understand. Like, listen, I understand when it comes to your kids, you're gonna say, "Yeah, go to daddy." You know what I mean? That kind of thing. I understand that piece, but when how she said, it got too much. Undertones. You feel me? There's some undertones in this business. Okay.
On the different side. I mean, that's
it's a skosh weird. A skosh.
It is.
Okay.
Especially the way she says it. Especially the way she says it. It's kind of creepy a little bit.
It's got undertones. It's got undertones. It's a little weird. That's why I say I'm not surprised if they share. You know what I mean? In their world, sharing is caring. Now, the next thing we got to talk about this next topic. And I don't know what's going on with your camera.
I'm about to see if it's going to correct itself.
If you need to hop off and hop back on, try that. It might.
Let's see. Come on, camera.
It might be that janky-ish internet you got.
Dog.
Okay.
It's a daggone compute.
No, your computer's upset that you were talking about calling your husband daddy. Okay. Your computer's saying hell to the no. Oh man, I just snorted. Okay. So as she gets that figured out, because it's all screwed up. If she is watching right now, hopefully she hops off. And you ring. You sound like you're playing the violin. I try hopping off and hop back.
It's this thing on computer. Let me see.
There we go. There. Say again. Hello. Hopefully maybe she'll hop back on. And yes, S Dubs, what's up? Yes, I did snort. I snorted. But anyway, as she comes, I want to wait for her to come back on. Hopefully she comes back on here soon. I hope you're enjoying the conversation. All right. It's never a dull moment with my sisters. It's never a dull moment with my family. Let me just be completely real. All right. But please go and check out her channel, Socialite Life, The Socialite Life. Go and check that out. She's obviously very entertaining. Okay. Tyler Hackner, thank you so much for being a member for the past 4 months. I appreciate the membership chat. Let your sis be, LOL. I've seen you guys call. I've seen guys call their wives mama also. She's absolutely beautiful, amazing, and funny. Interesting. I've never seen a fella call another, you know what I mean? Like their wife mama. Yeah, that's a little weird. Like I can see that with the kids. You want to go to mommy? You know what I mean? But behind closed door, nah, bro. I've never seen that. Personally, I haven't. But Tyler, if you have, then hey, do what you want to, call your wife what you want to call your wife, as long as she's cool with it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But that is a very interesting thing. That is a very interesting thing. I don't know where she went. Hopefully she hops back on here soon. Denise said, nah, Pascal, men did say that. Did say that. Well, I think you were trying to say, do say that. You know what? If they do, that's a little bit weird. Like, I have to say, I think it's weird. Mama, mommy or daddy, and you're calling your husband or wife those words, like, as a term of endearment in a way. You know what I mean? Like Monique saying daddy. That's weird. Okay? That's weird. Okay? That's weird, Denise. That's weird. Let's see if she got it back. Are we good? Are we Gucci? There we go. Much better on the phone.
Oh my God, it is actually better on the iPad. I had to put the iPad up because for whatever reason it was freezing over here.
Damn.
What up, y'all?
She back. She back, mother. Yeah. So we're gonna move on from the daddy talk, okay? But it is interesting that she has. Say again. Sorry.
Much better.
Yeah, I need to.
Y'all see the melanin? Y'all can see the melanin now. It's all washed out now. Hello, melanin.
Stop.
Yes, understand this is what he has to deal with on a regular.
Sandy, just stop. Just put the drink down. Put it down.
Okay.
Put it down. And stop. So we're gonna move on to the next story. Okay. You ready? Are we gonna move on? Yeah. Okay. Your sound is a little bit odd, but we're gonna rock with it.
Oh my God, is it odd? Ew.
It's just kind of cutting in and out, but it's all good.
Okay.
It's gonna be fine. We're gonna work through it. Okay. Because I know we don't have a whole lot of time, and we still need to drop the news in a little bit here. Okay. Right. So we got to get into this next part. It is in the title, so we got to get into this quickly. We're going to tap into this conversation. Whoops. Tap into this conversation. Jamie Foxx has been hospitalized for medical complication. Now the family is saying that he is recovering. Now, real quick, before we go into our commentary, sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ Jamie Foxx suffered a medical emergency Tuesday morning and was taken to the hospital. We're told his condition was serious enough that Jamie's family, some of whom were not in town, came to the hospital. One source told us, the TMZ, he's communicating now, and that is good news. Now, one thing I'd like to know is what the heck was this quote unquote medical complication that he had that would cause for his family to come in to see him? Because that's a big emergency, in my personal opinion. What are your thoughts on this?
So my understanding, and this is just, word on the street, everything I say is, you already know, we got to say allegedly now. Thing, okay. But no, allegedly he suffered a stroke.
I had a feeling that was what happened.
Yeah.
Now,
for the story to break, if it was something minor, it's got to be something significant. You know what I mean?
Yep.
To come in town and all that type of stuff. Someone else said an aneurysm, that type of thing, possible, like a brain aneurysm. My goodness, I hope everything is okay. I love Jamie Foxx, regardless if it was Jamie Foxx or whoever, obviously, sending them love, like, that's scary. And in my mind, I'm like, he's so young. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Experience a type, whatever this is, if it is, in fact, a stroke or whatever, my goodness, like, there's so many things that can happen with a stroke or after a stroke. So Lord only knows, like, he might be communicating, but has he lost any, sensation or feeling or movement? That's the kind of stuff that in my mind, if that is the case, I'm wondering if any of those things have taken place. You know what I mean? And so I'm just sending all my love to him, his family, because I just pray he's okay. You know what I mean?
I'm hoping too. He is really a very, very talented dude. Very talented. Oh my Lord. So the fact that they said in that little piece that I said, that they said he's communicating now, and that's good news to me. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe it was a stroke, and they were worried that maybe it was going to be something that was going to be debilitating, that he wouldn't be able to speak or not remember how to speak, or maybe not how to walk, or be some part of his body being immobilized, etc., paralyzed or whatever from this. So if the stroke is true, I'm hoping he's going to be okay. You know what I mean? Man, he's got so many great songs, so many bangers. He played Ray Charles and Ray. I mean, he is a really funny, talented guy, and it would suck for him to be gone like this so quick. But this is why I want to say too, my beautiful brothers and sisters, please keep checking up on yourself.
Yes,
okay, please, especially fellas. Let me say this, fellas, please, you have got to start checking in on yourself, going into doing your routine physicals and all that. You just never know. I'm not sitting here saying that Jamie Foxx was not checking on himself. I'm just saying, why not know if you have maybe something, or why not know how to prevent something from happening before it actually does happen. So keep checking on yourselves and eat right, y'all. Come on, just eat right.
Yeah.
Eat right.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, and anything can happen to anybody. That's the hard part. But whatever you can do to, just keep yourself in the best health possible is only going to be beneficial to you overall. You know what I mean? So indulge, enjoy, but don't overdo it, because anything can happen, and I mean, this came out of nowhere and it was very unexpected, especially because of who it is, his age. You know what I mean? Like, I was shooketh. That threw me off. Like, that had me nervous too, because, sometimes, headlines come out and it's worse than the headline really is, because, families haven't been notified of certain things. That's happened several times with several different celebrities where the person is actually gone and the news story broke that something happened where they're in the hospital, but reality is they're not here anymore. So I'm just thankful that, they did come out saying that, he's communicating, he's talking, and, that type of thing. So at least we have the is okay, and it's to a certain extent.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And Black Anonymous just said this too. And I don't know if this is entirely true, but, Black Anonymous just said Jamie lives hard. I think maybe he's at the age where he can't be doing all that hard living. And I don't know. I know back in the day, he used to like to kick it and party and all that. But as far as this goes, I don't know. When you get to an age, when you become a person of a certain age, you got to taper back. You got to slow things down. You got to start eating leafy greens and not eating McDonald's and doing lines of blow every day. You know what I'm saying?
Arugula and
arugula, that kale. You know what I'm saying? That lime jello.
Take your fiber.
Yeah.
At age, you got to make sure them bowels moving.
Join the AARP. You know what I'm saying? Like all that stuff.
Stuff that.
You got to make sure you go on point, y'all. So check on your stuff. What do you say?
No, I said for real. This what you got to do. You got to make sure you good.
Just check on your ish, y'all. Real quick, Kimberly in Japan, thank you so much for the 500 yen. I really do appreciate it. I saw it earlier. I didn't get a chance to throw it in earlier. We were getting the show started. But Kimberly, thank you all the way from Japan. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. Okay. But that's the thing. I have heard stories about Jamie Foxx, having a good life, having fun, and maybe this is going to be a huge awakening for him on just taking care of himself. Because I know for a lot of us men out here, we get stressed very easily. Or we're workaholics and we're always trying to have something going on. If we're not working, or if there's ever a moment or a lull in our lives, we start losing our minds because we feel like we are inadequate or we are not active enough. And then we put even more pressure on ourselves to stay active or stay working and all that. Hey guys, sometimes you just need to take a break, take a vacation. And I don't know anything about what is going on, whether it's a stroke or a heart attack or whatever it may be. But I just say these kind of moments should be a teachable moment for all of us to start taking care of ourselves first, so you can take care of everybody else. Go ahead.
There's people that are just scared to go to the doctor in general.
True.
And so, the older we get, because when we were younger, we went to the annuals and, you know what I mean? Like, you had to go, and then the older you get, you kind of get away from it as you get older. Like, I'm good. I feel good. I'm fine. you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's easy to get caught up in that and letting life, you'll take your kids to the doc because you got to do that, but you won't get your checkups, your mammograms and your prostate exams and all of those things. Those are important. Get those things done, y'all. Do those things.
Exactly. Get them boobies and those balls checked, guys.
Yeah.
Ladies and germs. Okay. Please and thank you. Okay. Speaking of balls and and boobies, we got to talk about this too. Okay, now there's this thing that's going on with Hulu. Hulu's about to come out with this documentary about the Freaknik festival that was going off in the 90s. Now, this was basically like black hedonism in Atlanta. It was insane, chaos, madness, etc. Now apparently there's footage that no one has ever seen since the 90s, and now
like that back then, so people weren't putting people on blast back then.
So now this stuff is about to come out, and people are freaking out because they're worried that they might be caught in footage that might expose them in very terrible ways. Sandy, please explain to people a little bit about this, the festival real quick. What is the Freaknik Festival, please?
So here's the deal. Freaknik is basically something that started in 1983, okay, a few years ago, right? And it basically started out like a little picnic. It was, gathering of, people getting together, having a good time, all that. And it just got real live after that. It literally just evolved into this crazy ass, like, freak festival. They call it a festival. I don't know what, I wouldn't even describe it as festival, okay? But it just got so incredibly insane. And keep in mind, though, okay, this, as I said earlier, this is back in the day when social media was not a thing, where people weren't pulling out their phones trying to get that, that shot that's going to get 1,000,001 likes, or the shot that's going to go viral. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so people were shooting things with the little phones, whatever. They were Blackberries back then, flip phones. They were doing whatever. Okay, their camcorders. That was when you held a camcorder.
The sidekicks, sidekicks.
Yeah, the sidekicks. That was back in the day when you're doing this with your camcorder. So all that footage, I'll get out, coming out, okay, with this documentary. So, like, literally, Juice is my husband, by the way. I call him, his name is Julian, but I call him Juice, and everybody pretty much calls him Juice. His brother used to go to Freaknik every single year. He would tell me, oh, yeah, he's on his way out to Freaknik. I'm like, ooh, But here's the thing that's so funny about this thing, right? And it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. A lot of stuff went on at Freaknik, which is why this Hulu documentary is coming out. But what's so funny about this is the fact that back then, when people were wilding out the way they were at Freaknik, there was no way in their minds they were thinking this was going to come back around and resurface in a documentary. So imagine how many people, like the Gen Xers right now, are literally freaked the hell out because there may or may not be footage of them wilding out, okay, before they became doctors, lawyers, teachers, okay, parents, husbands, wives, straight, bisexual, whatever, because Lord only knows what you did back then, okay?
Future politicians.
I'm saying.
I'm just saying, though. Let's keep it real.
Imagine, okay?
Just saying.
People say they get let go from jobs and all that kind of stuff because someone happened to run across their Facebook page or something happened, you know what I mean? Came up on, and then you wonder, like, is any of this going to be so damaging that it can mess with somebody who's in a very professional career, right? That, may be like, oh, shoot, am I going to get fired off some Freaknik footage that happened back in the day? Lord only knows. But it was the fraternities, the sororities. It was just a big hodgepodge of a ton of people wilding out. And I'm trying to say it in the best way possible because I know we ain't going to go, but wilding out, y'all. Like it was spring break, literally. So imagine what happens on spring break. Multiply that by 20, because that
booty holes everywhere.
I'm saying, imagine people weren't pulling their phones out to put it on social media. So imagine what people were doing because they knew they could get away with it. Okay, so when this special comes out, you might see your teacher on that bed. Okay, like there go Mrs. Peters. Ooh.
Oh snap! She doing what? Wow, she talented. She talented. Okay.
I know, flexible.
Shoot.
I'm saying, so people are really it's just like, ooh, what's gonna come out? What footage are you gonna air? And all these clips are coming out, and it just paints it the worst light possible. Like it, I mean, clearly there were some fun moments of Freaknik, but a lot of stuff that went on that probably shouldn't have, clearly. Okay. And that's essentially what this documentary is going to share, you know? So Gen Xers, y'all better think hard about what you done did at Freaknik if you went. Okay. Cause you might be in that Hulu documentary. You feel me?
Yeah.
You don't really want your children to know.
You are in some serious trouble. If you were out there doing some bad, you are in some serious trouble. That's all I'm saying. Because there are videos where people are saying, where there are guys sitting there going, I guess of fraternities basically saying, like, girls, if you out here dressed in a certain way, don't be surprised if us boys try to attack you, for lack of a better term. You see what I'm saying? Try to R you or try to SA you. Okay, got to use these code words.
Right.
Like you know, like there's literal footage out here of these guys actually saying this live on camera, right? And all his boys going, yup, like just agreeing with all this stuff. It's insane, y'all. It's insane. And back then it was, you know, what happened there stayed there. Yeah. You know, for the most part. Yeah. But how do they have all this footage? I don't know.
But I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know.
Blur faces, because my thing is, did you get consent from all these people to put this footage out? So now I'm kind of curious to see are they going to blur certain faces? Are they going to show everybody's faces? Are they going to, you know what I mean? Like, did you get consent? I don't know. It's just the whole thing is going to be so interesting to see the reaction of people. I mean, imagine seeing your aunt getting twerked on.
This is,
you know what I mean?
This is some wild stuff. Like, for example, this is right here. Hulu announced Freaknik, the wildest party ever never told, documentary detailing how the iconic event began and its demise. And these are just some of the photos. This is just the photos, and this is tame.
Yeah, this is tame.
This is extremely tame, y'all. Okay, extremely. Yeah. Here's another one. Here's another piece. Somebody posted this on their Instagram. Everyone's talking about is your mama or auntie on the Freaknik documentary. But what about your perverted ass daddy and uncle? They were the real hoes. The Freaknik got shut down because of their P asses were R-ing the women at an alarming, uncontrollable volume. So yeah, let's see them. And Hulu, don't blur out no faces. Oop. And so I feel that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be very concerned about, their careers being completely over, because this is opening up a can of worms that they thought would never surface ever. Mm-hmm. And again, these people could be preachers now. They could be pastors. They could be holy people. They could be people who are running your towns, your councilmen, your elected officials. They could be your teachers. They could be your doctors. You don't even know. And they out here about to possibly get exposed if none of their faces are blurred out, which is insane.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I'm telling you, I'm going to be watching just because. So yeah, stay tuned because I'm sure we'll talk about it.
Oh, we will most likely talk about it again.
About this. Okay. But it was popular and it had to get shut down. It got so bad. It was a cluster. So bad because it was anarchy or because of the amount of R-ing that was going on, the alleged R-ing that was going on. Alleged. It was allegedly everything. Like it was bad toward the end where it just had to be. You know what I mean? There was just too much stuff going on, too much popping off. And it got literally shut down. And I remember when it did get shut down and we were like, dang, like, and of course, Juice's brother was like, damn. But I'm like, really? You probably don't want that. It's probably good that it's shut down.
But, but at the same time, like, let's talk about that then. Mm-hmm. When we look at something like this and it's resurfacing, now, because it's like when a tree falls in the woods, does it make a sound? You see what I'm saying? Right. But for a fact, it does make a sound if somebody recorded that 10 years ago and plays it for you guys later, 10 years later. You see what I'm saying? Right. So like if there were crimes being committed at that time, and they were actually getting caught on camera. See, that's the thing, though. Let's talk about that real quick.
Mhm.
The documentary is from the 90s. These people are, I don't know how they putting these things together, right? How they putting all these tapes and whatever they have together, how this is already coming out. But then it's not like they're showing said acts of crime in these documentaries, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm gathering.
So the worst that could ever happen is them showing debauchery and people grinding. Because they can't show that stuff. How could they go out there and expose these people out here of them doing said act when it's a documentary that is going on Hulu? This ain't going on P-Hub. This ain't going on some XXX site. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like people are going to be tripping over nothing.
Well, I mean, but keep in mind the clips that have come out that are viral put people in such a bad light. I mean, the clip of the dude who was like, if you wear such and such.
That piece was wrong. That piece is bad.
That's the kind of stuff that is going to probably be in that documentary. And people, it's like, it's easy to see like who this person is that's speaking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's extremely damaging too. Right. And then, I mean, there was just a lot that went on at Freaknik. It was crazy. It really was. Yeah. My crimes like people getting grabbed. Yep.
Pinched, harassed, etc. Yeah. That could be bad. That is bad. But the actual act of, R or SA of some sort like that, I mean, that being caught on tape, they might as well just send that into the local authorities then, if that's the kind of information or content that they have. But like I said, I mean, it's you never know. People are sweating bullets right now. It could be it could be nothing here in a second. It could be nothing.
Right.
It could just show that guy saying that one thing. They could be using that content just to drag people in to see the Freaknik documentary. And that could be the only moment that's in that Freaknik documentary.
Or they blur out everybody's faces, still show the stuff, and it kind of protects the people that were in the documentary, which is also a possibility too, because sometimes with these documentaries, they still have to get consent with some of these people, depending on where they got the footage from. So Lord only knows. That's what I'm curious about to see. Are you really going to show people's real faces? Because if that's the case, it's going to be like, but if they're blurred out, that's another situation. Are you going to use real names? Lord only knows. You know what I mean? And it could be too sit downs with people who went to Freaknik back then and share their experiences there too. Probably some of the dark things that happened also, right? Of situations that happened down there too. I imagine that's probably going to be it. I don't know. I guess we won't know until we clearly see it. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens when it does air. Who gets aired out? Okay, if they actually show names and show faces and all of that. And how that's going to, resonate with everybody, because these Gen Xers out here are nervous. There's viral clips of people out here like, ooh, I don't really know, but whatever you see, that ain't me now, So that's going to be interesting. I never went to Freaknik. That's not even my type of thing. But I know a lot of people who did, and there was a lot that happened down there. So it's quite interesting.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of stories. I've just heard stories, but I didn't know, I was young then. So I didn't know anybody that went to those things at that time. But I will see what happens when it comes out for real. Right. When it does come out, it'll be eye-opening for a lot of people. And it'll be interesting because some people might sit there and go, that ain't me anymore. And some people might be like, yo, that's still me. Damn. Right. It might be a big wake-up call for a lot of people.
Still them.
Say again, what?
Or somebody else might say, that's still them.
Yeah.
This could open up a can of worms for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, you got a big point right there. But real quick, guys, because we got to be wrapping up this thing, but we do have a huge announcement that I'm very
that too. So
I'm very, very excited about. It's some cool news. Okay, we got some cool news that we wanted to share. There's a reason why my sister came on to this show today with us, and so just like in your video, Sandy, I'm gonna have you. I'm gonna have you do the honors this time. Okay.
Okay. So I knew you were gonna do that. So anyway, you guys. So here's the deal. We've been wanting to do something together for a minute now. We talked about it off and on over these last few years. And so with that said, we are going to be going. Well, we're officially launching a podcast, you guys. Okay, we're officially launching a show, y'all, and it's going to be the two of us together. It is called The Real Beef with S&P. Okay, and y'all, we officially go live. Our first live goes out on Tuesday, April 18th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay.
Hey, yes.
Okay, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. And here's the deal. Basically, what it is that you're gonna see on this on that platform, because we do have a YouTube channel specifically for The Real Beef with S&P.
Hold on. So real quick, because I'm posting that right now in the chat right now. Okay.
Awesome. So go and subscribe. Okay. So you guys can be first to check out our live when we go live again, April 18th, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We will be going live every single week on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So just put it on your calendar. Okay. Subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell to be notified when we go live. The lives will be, available to replay in case you're not able to make the actual live, but get on the live with us. Okay. We want you to grab you a drink. Okay. Make you a glass of wine, make a little cocktail, fellas. Look, y'all might be into like scotch, whiskey. You might be into wine, whatever works. Grab you a beer, okay? Sit back, relax, and just wrap a taste with us, because it is going to be all things going on in the world. Like, it's going to be all the fun things, really, for the most part. Because I know you guys are accustomed to this platform here where, Pac is giving the, the hard news and all of that type of thing. But we wanted to do something together that was more the other stuff, the fun stuff, the viral content.
Yeah.
The celebrity gossip, the trending topics, the hot topics, where we can really like dive into those topics and interact with y'all in that way, right? Laugh a little bit, kiki a little bit. If we cry, it's whatever. But the things that are outside of the hard news, right? That is going to really just allow you to kind of just break free and just kind of chill and laugh a little bit and enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? So it's going to be fun. I'm super excited. And we have our first official live on Tuesday.
Yep. This coming Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's going down.
Yeah.
The Real Beef with S&P, first live show ever, first conversation live together in the flesh, not like this.
Yeah.
Not like this. We'll be in the same room at the same.
This ugly mug right there.
Yeah, I'll be just punching her in the nose every time she says something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like what brothers do. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have a good time talking about other things that are going on in the world, because over here, Sandy said it right. Over here we do talk a lot about the heavier stuff. And even for myself, I just need a little bit of release. I need a little bit of a vacation from all this doom and gloom, talking about all this stuff. And, how dare they not do this? And, the injustices of the world. Sometimes it's just nice to sit back, have a laugh, have a conversation, talk about things that are going on in the world outside of just gun violence and mass tragedies. How's that? You know what I'm saying? So
we need a little bit more laughter in the world. We need
that we do.
Smiles, right? We need more laughter. We need more smiles. We need more conversations that are just fun to have. Like, imagine that. So basically what it's going to be is like us just all going out to the local bar, sitting down and having a conversation about whatever's going on in your world, in our world, in the world in general, and laughing our asses off at it. Okay. Or having real life conversations about it. And we're going to be engaging and interacting with you guys live. So that's going to be really awesome to be able to interact with you guys that way, so that you guys can give us your feedback, your opinions, your viewpoints, and we can just do this type of thing, right? And it's just going to be fun. It's going to be a great way to kind of get away. So it will be unfiltered, just FYI. I know he's not as unfiltered here, right? But it will be unfiltered, okay? So you're going to be able to put the kids down for the night and just rap a taste with us.
Yeah.
Out.
Put on your headphones.
That part.
That's what I'll say. I'll say that. Yeah. Put on your headphones. Please and thank you.
Right.
Okay.
Work. I say you're working tonight. Put a little earbud in. You can sit back and just listen. Don't get in trouble. Don't get fired. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. No. Oh, hold up. Yellow Man just said, so is Pascal show still going to be active? Hell yeah. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still going to be here. I'm just going to be working more. That's all. I'm just going to be working more. So I'm still going to be doing my show. I'm still going to be covering things. I'm still going to be doing my ish, still doing my thing. So that's never going to change. I ain't going nowhere. I am still going to do this show. We are still here. I've worked so hard on this channel. There ain't no way I'm giving up on this channel. That's not happening. But every Tuesday, I'll be meeting up with my sister and we will be having like a little family talk. You know what I'm saying? Just talk things out and have fun instead of, gloom and doom, which, is just what I do a lot of. So, yeah, just to make that abundantly clear. And actually, Yellow Man, I do appreciate you asking that because, I know some of y'all might be wondering or confused or concerned. Like, wait, the Pascal show's gone? No, it ain't going nowhere. I'm still going to be here every day, almost every day, giving you guys live shows and pop-up videos and all that the same. Also, I'm just going to say this out loud. I'm about to be a father. I'm just going to say it now. I'm about to be a father, guys.
I can't believe he just said that. I did not know he was going to make this announcement. So I'm shook. We were just talking about this yesterday.
Yeah, we were. Okay?
I'm so happy.
I'm just saying it now. Because I don't know when I'm going to be able to say it. I don't know when I'm going to say it.
Like, I know you guys are probably like, y'all probably going to be shook, but it's happening, y'all. He's about to be a whole dad out here. Okay?
Yeah, I'm about to be a pop. So somebody else said, I thought Pascal was going to say he going to be a pappy. Well, yeah, I'm about to be a dad, dagnabbit. Yep. I'm about to be a dad. Okay. We have a few more months. Okay. Until this little baby girl comes into my life. So I'm very, very excited. And I've been keeping that on the quiet. I've been keeping it on the quiet because I'd rather do this announcement with family. Let me just say that. You know what I mean? And I know the next time I'm ever going to be able to talk about it is never, because every day there's some sort of mass tragedy that I'm covering. So when do I have time to say something lighthearted and happy about life? So I'm like, okay, let me just say now. Let me just say out loud right now, I'm going to be a girl dad. And we are due later this summer. And that's all I'm going to give you guys for right now. I've been keeping this pretty personal because this is my life. And I want to enjoy the moments right now of bringing this child into the world. I'm very excited. I can't believe that I'm opening up this new part of my life because I don't have no kids that I know of. So this is my one and only, and me and my wife are very, very excited and feel extremely blessed. And so I'd rather say this now to you all. Now. Yeah.
Oh, look, y'all better show him some love, okay? Because he's gonna need lots of pampers. Okay, y'all better send him somebody. What do they do on the live? Look, I'm learning. The live when you send send him some stuff. You know how to send him love because they gonna get diapers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what So when I said I've been busy lately, not getting busy, but I'm just saying I've been busy.
They were getting busy. Okay.
I've been busy lately because we've been
and it worked. Your stuff works.
Hey, we've been busy lately because we've been seeing the baby for the first time, all that kind of stuff, So that's the other little project that I've been working on. That we have been working on. Actually, we as a family, because my sister, we as a family, it takes a village, and my whole family is very excited about it. And it's a girl, guys. It's a girl.
About to be amazing. Oh my God. iPad is gonna die. So in case it dies, I want to make sure to tell you that I didn't just hang up on you.
No. You're good. We're gonna be wrapping up here soon. But Nikisha, thank you so much for the 5. Yay, congratulations to you and your wife. They got diapers, man. They got a lot of diapers. You know what I'm saying? Do you know they poop like 10 times a day? Don't they like poop 10 times a day? Mimi, thank you so much for the 3 Swiss francs. I do appreciate that. Thank you.
White
Yeah.
baby food, Look, high chairs and all that.
Yeah, that stuff is gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy. Wait. I just said, you're gonna be one hell of a father. Thank you. This is gonna be one hell of a kid. I just can't wait. You know, I can't wait to meet my new best friend. Real talk. I'm very, very, very excited. But yeah, I've been keeping that on the low. I've been keeping that on the low. But we are, babe. Oh, she asleep. See, she's asleep. She's asleep right now. How far along are we? Here she comes. I said,
don't die.
Real quick, how far along are we? Real quick. 6 months on Tuesday, guys.
Hey.
There you go. 6 months on Tuesday. All right. 6 months on Tuesday. All right. So I'm very excited. Very, very excited. She probably got that sleep face on right now. So, okay. But anyway, guys. So Sandy, okay, I gotta let you go, of course, and because you got things to do and all that stuff, and your iPad's about to die.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being on here. Say again.
I gotta pick up the kids from school.
Yeah, you got to go and do some things. Thank you so much for being here. Please tell everybody where they can go and subscribe to your channel one more again.
Yes, go to the Socialite Life on YouTube, or you can go to the Socialite Life TV. Okay, there's 2 separate YouTube channels, and then you can also follow me on Instagram at Socialite Sandy. It's actually right there in the little. Let's see that part over here. Okay, it's actually my screen name on the screen. It's spelled Sande. So you can follow me there for all the crazy shenanigans, and I can't wait to see you all on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yes. Yes, it's about to go down. It is pinned to the top of the chat, the new YouTube channel. Okay. Sandy, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it, sis.
Love you.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you on Tuesday. It's gonna be good.
Sir. Yes,
all right.
Sir. Have a good one, you guys. Looking forward to seeing you guys and having all kinds of fun conversations with y'all.
Yeah. Talk to you soon.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. So guys, yeah, random information, but nonetheless, there it is. Some new information for you guys. And a good show. You know, doing some positive-ish today. I needed that. And I've been wanting to tell you guys the news. I've been wanting to tell you guys that news for so long, but there's never been any time to put in the news of this new chapter unfolding in my life right now. I didn't know where to squeeze in that conversation after talking about something, talking about so many heavy issues and topics as we've had recently. Mimi, thank you so much for the members chat. I really do appreciate that too. Corinne 007, thank you so much for being a member for the past 6 months as well. And OMG, congratulations. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. I really do appreciate all the support and the love. You know what I mean? I'm very excited. That's why I was like, we need something positive today. You know what? This is positive news. I'm very excited. So new show. Okay. Some new chapters in the world. New show. The Real Beef with S&P. It is pinned to the top of the chat right now. Please go over there. Subscribe to that channel. Okay. We will be doing a live show next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, so please go over there and subscribe to that channel. All right. And yeah, I'm about to be a father for the very first time. And I'm so excited. I'm really, really excited. I'm very, very excited. I'm just feeling very blessed all over. You know what I mean? So is she getting that purple room? Raven said, is she getting that purple room? No! This is mine. No, I'm kidding. We don't know yet. She got her own room. We got it. You know what I'm saying? She got her own room. Trust. Okay? Trust. But I appreciate all y'all for being here. Seriously. If when we do the baby shower and all that stuff, I might stream that or something. Maybe I might. Like I said, I like to keep those kind of things private, but you never know. I may or may not. Okay. And Cloud, I know, no sleep for the first 3 months for sure. Yep, I know. I don't sleep anyway, so I'm used to it. Let it go. You know what I mean? Let's go, right? So anyway, guys, I have no sleep for I have no sleep for 13 years. That sounds so inviting. Thank you, Nur. Thank you. I can't wait now. Now that you said it like that. Wonderful. I'm kidding. Okay. Can you guys send me stuff? Of course. Sure. I do have a P.O. box. I'll be sure to put it in the description box down below. Okay. If you want to send anything, you're more than welcome to, but I'm not asking for any of that kind of stuff. Real talk. Okay. You had to rub it in again, Nur? She's like, 13 years. I haven't slept in 13 years. Thank you, Nur. You just made my life so much better. Thank you. You know what? Get an Amazon wish list. You know what? I'll look into that. I will. I promise. I will. Y'all are cracking me up. Anyway. I mean, she did say it. 13 years. Like, she's trying to tell me to run. She's saying run. Kick rocks. Like she's watching a horror movie. Run. You know what I mean? Damn. But anyway, yes, Amazon wish list. I'll look into it for sure. I will. I promise. I will. She said, you be fine. Nurse, stop. You're not making it any better, okay? You're just dropping Tabasco sauce on an open wound now. Just stop. Just let it go. Let it go, baby. Let it go. Okay? But anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys for being here. It really does mean a lot. A lot of big news today near the end of this show, and it really means a lot that I was able to share those things, these new chapters in my life here. It does mean a lot. Go subscribe to the new channel. This channel is not going anywhere. We are still doing content here for show, but Tuesday nights, we're having some fun. And that is the Real Beef with S&P. We need to talk about other things and just let loose a little bit. Okay? So anyway, I appreciate all y'all. Please be sure to hit that like button down below. That would really, really mean a lot. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button as well. All right, if you haven't done that yet, that would mean a lot as well. And I'll be talking to you guys very, very soon. Okay? Man, you are just not Nur, you just need to stop. Now I have PTSD. Damn. 13 years. Okay, guys. I gotta go. I'm so done with Nur. We are not friends right now. She said, 4 kids. 13 years. Anyway, guys, I love all y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay? It's time to get going. Enjoy your afternoon. If y'all are parents and have kids right now in your house, go take a nap. Okay? Nur, go take a nap. You know, Nur's getting a little cranky. She needs a nap. So just go get a nap. I'll be talking to you guys soon. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And love y'all. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.